This may be repetitious, but I want you to write down the rule of 3s and 10s. The rule of 3s and 10s has massive complications and opportunities in an organization. Okay? The rule of 3s and 10s works like this: is when your organization goes from 1 to 3, if you're Randy Lusk and your organization goes from Randy as a solo agent to bringing on an admin and bringing on an agent partner, everything has changed. If it's just Randy and he brings on an admin, everything kind of is the same. But you bring on an agent partner now and you're a 3-person team, everything changes, from time responsibilities to role responsibilities to reporting to organizing. You have to have systems all of a sudden infused when you hit 3 people. When you're 1 or 2, you can fly by the seat of your pants. But when you hit 3 people, everything changes. Not if you agree with me that all of a sudden when you get to a group of 3, everything starts to change. Well, that next change comes when you hit about 10 people. It might be 9, it might be 11, but 10 is that next mark. Pete just alluded to it. His group is 12, but they function as a team of 10. And that means, notice he said, when we got bigger, everything was different. They lost some intimacy. They lost some connection. Pete knows how to run a 10-person team. But if Pete doesn't actually change how he functions and operates, Pete can't ever run a 30-person team. And by the way,
have a 3-way call.
The reason why his 17 or 16-person team failed or struggled was because he wasn't willing to adapt to a 30-team environment. Does that make sense, gang? And that number goes on from 30 to 100 to 300 to 1,000 to 3,000 to 10,000. It goes on and on and on. It is one of my favorite ways to understand how teams operate. So let me say this. If you have, and by show of hands, how many of you have between 3 and 6 agents? How many of you have between 3 and 6 agents? Okay. Carrie, I'll use you as an example. Carrie, can you unmute yourself? Tell me what your team structure currently looks like.
Well, I shouldn't have raised my hand because I'm a marketing team. We're actually all independent.
Okay.
We have a shared culture, but there's not a true like buyer agent. So
okay, that's okay. What does your current shared culture look like?
We have a shared listing process and closing process, really.
Okay.
We meet weekly on Tuesdays to kind of talk. We meet in person, talk, brainstorm, share, be in space together, which organically leads to, helping each other. We help each other on vacations. We help each other when contracts are sticky. We are partners. We're like partners. Is a better way to say it. But
how big is your organization, Carrie?
I used to have a team of 16. So
what does your marketing group look like now?
So there's 4 of us.
Okay. Here's what's wild. And Carrie, thank you for sharing that. And man, you got a hype person in Kaima here. Dude loves you. Carrie, I'm willing to bet you could add 4 or 5 people to your organization and the intimacy stays the same.
Yeah. And honestly, what you're saying is because I grew without intentionality. Like I had a brokerage and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And if I had done it completely different, if I had done it through Real, it would be completely different. But I tried to start my own brokerage. I tried to do my own thing. I didn't know what I was doing. I tried to create a family and it was too big, too fast, too hard, not profitable, not worth it.
Feel that. I feel that in so many ways, Carrie. If you don't get your core, these cores matter. Core number 1 is your core 3.
Yeah.
Gang, if you're taking notes, you better write this in giant bold. Your core 3 is all around your personal production. If you don't get that core right, none of it matters. You make all your money from your personal production. All the time that you want to gain back to put into your team can only be offered to them once your personal production is cooking and massively profitable. Your core 3, you and an admin, I'd even put an admin plus a VA in there and an agent partner. That core 3 or that core 4, and I don't count VAs in my full team count because it's the bodies that I see in person. I think of a VA as like hired leverage, but I don't treat it like it's like they're not coming to the company Christmas party.
Right.
Okay. They are so valuable, but as I think about this 3-person structure, VA is leverage for one of those people, but I don't count them as a core team member. Carrie, you were going to say.
I was going to say a VA is almost like an operating system.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah. Love that delineation of it. And so this core 3 allows you to build up massive profitability, massive consistency, and culture is king here.